Hey babe, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so excited that you're here for this meditation. There are different times in our lives when we just don't know what to do. We either have 2 roads we can take, maybe 10 roads that we can take, and we just don't know how to make the right decision. We get caught up in the overthinking, in the logical, in the practical, in the dreamer. There are so many different facets of our being, our humanity, our divinity, our and everything in between, that we don't know which way to go. We don't know what's going to be best for us. I know that I've had so many conversations with my mom, with my husband, with my friends, that, about different times in my life when I'm like, I don't know which way I should go. Like, I don't know which way is the best for me. And I always want to listen to my intuition and I want to follow my heart, but sometimes we don't know what that actually looks like and what that actually means. And what it is to just like feel into a decision versus overthinking a decision. It generally, when we ask ourselves questions, the mind takes over right away. And it takes us a minute to reroute it through the body so that we can really feel into which direction feels the best for us. And so this meditation is really all about helping you get the answers of what to do next, where to go, what step to take, what action to take in your life. Because it's not always about what you know with your mind. It's about what you know, what you feel in your body is the right thing for you. And that's your intuitive voice, your soul voice. And that's what this meditation is all about. So the posture, the breath, everything is incredibly simple. The one piece that is outside of what I'm going to teach you here is you can listen to a mantra. You don't chant it, but you can listen to it, and I have it below for you. It's Had Had Mukunde. And it's a beautiful mantra, and you can listen to that while you're doing this meditation if you would like. That's always an option. Or you can just do it with me silently, and then once you have the posture and breathing down, then you can always come back to it and add that mantra in as well. So for this posture, you're going to interlace your hands and bring them behind the neck. So they're cradling like the back of the head. It's not low on the neck. It's high. It's like you could kind of lean back in your hands, but you're seated nice and tall. You can sit in a chair, on a couch if that's more comfortable for you. You're going to close your eyes, looking in up to the third eye point, stimulating that pituitary gland right between the brows, the home of your intuition. And we're just going to do long, deep breathing here, and that's really it. If you want to add in another piece to this meditation, if you're listening to that mantra, when you hear HUD, H-A-R, pronounced H-U-D, you can do a little gentle navel pull. But you don't have to. That's just an add-in to this meditation if you would like to do that. So we're going to do a few minutes of this together. Let's get into it. Interlace your fingers, bring them behind the head. Maybe exhale out through the mouth for that first breath. Close your eyes, look in and up to the third eye point, and just settle into this posture. Breathing in and out through the nose, letting the head feel supported by the hands. Whatever thoughts come into your mind, I want you to just observe them. Because the mind will think. It's not meant to quiet the mind. It's really about teaching you how to observe what's happening in the mind without creating stories or letting it run away with a singular thought. But just witnessing yourself. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. Kundalini is all about turning inward. Accepting yourself, witnessing yourself, loving yourself, and all the facets of who you are. And knowing what to do comes from deep acceptance of what you desire. So how can you give yourself permission to open to every possibility in this moment? Every avenue, every opportunity. There are no limits in this moment. Connecting to infinity through your breath. This infinite life force energy that sustains and supports our life. That's around us that we can't see, just like magic. And sometimes that's what it feels like when we don't know what to do, but we uncover that next step. It feels like magic. We're not sure how or why or what comes next, but we just know. And trusting that knowing is following your intuition, knowing that every piece of the puzzle hasn't yet been put together, but that's all part of the journey. It's part of the fun and the adventure of life. Breathing in possibility. Letting your heart be open to every which way this could go, even ways that you haven't thought of yet. Letting this meditation, letting this breath open you up to more. We normally listen with our ears. And in this meditation, we're enhancing that sense by placing our hands behind them. But we're mainly listening with the heart. Letting it lead us and guide us. Inhale. And exhale. Keep the eyes closed. Drop the hands down into the lap. Just sit here and observe your body. If it feels good to grab a pen and paper and do some journaling. I would even encourage you to do that with your eyes closed or just slightly open and access that channel of intuition that it's coming from, but don't try to edit it. Don't try to perfect it as you write it. Just let it pour out of you. This meditation can bring in some new creativity, some new ideas, a fresh perspective. Maybe not exactly the answer you thought you were going to get to a specific question. Maybe it's a different question. And when you're ready, you can open your eyes, make your way back to our space. Great job today. I'm so glad that you joined me for that. The time limit for this is you can start with like the 3 to 5 minutes like we did today. Gradually work your way up to 11 minutes, and then you never want to do more than 31 minutes at a time. That's the time limit for this meditation if you want to work it into your daily practice. But if you are somebody that struggles with the overthinking mind and where the information all goes to the mind first, and you want to get more into the body and more into that intuitive knowing and feeling of what should come next and what supports what you want in your life, this would be a great meditation to do a little bit more consistently. So there's always an invitation for that. If you want to work together with me, I have some one-on-one spots right now for private Kundalini, for coaching calls, for one-on-one support, and I would love to hear from you. All my details are below. Have an amazing day, and I will see you back here soon. Mwah.